Today we're going to talk about shop vac filters, the shop vac. Now there's three main different types of filters to use for the shop vac. So I'm going to go through them real quick and show you how to install them and tell you why you wouldn't be using them, okay? So, obviously first we need to open it up. And you don't have to unroll the cord, but you know, it just makes it a little easier to get the lid off and on. Plus, even though this is shop vac brand, this is pretty much works for the rigid brand as well, or any other, or this Craftsman or whatever. It's all basically the same, okay? All right, so pull it right off here. You're gonna notice that paper pleated filter, which is very common, probably comes with just about every one of these wet dry vacs out of the box. That's probably how it comes, okay? Depending on the brand you have, there's different ways to pop it off. This one here, you just undo a little quarter screw there, and then that's what locks it in place, and there you go. If you're all wondering what this big black plastic thing is here, that's the safety thing. So if it tips over, it covers the motor hole so the water or dirt doesn't go right into the motor. Really more of a water issue than a dirt thing. All right, so the paper pleated filter, these things here, depending on the size of vac you have, are around close to $20 a piece, okay? A lot of people will try to whack them on things to knock off the dirt, blow them out with an air compressor. If you're just doing things like vacuuming out your car, your garage, stuff like that, that's okay to do. Just take your air compressor and blow them out. But if you're doing like actual remodel projects, the DIY type stuff, you know, doing some drywall work, maybe some grout, cutting it out, demolition, that kind of stuff, all your fine dust, I would very much recommend, in addition to this one here, this is our main filter, which is always going to be here. Now in some of my older videos, I actually, you know, take this off and don't use it. And I put tape around those edges because I primarily use your paper bag. All right, so this is our bag filter. And let me tell you, I just found out kind of the hard way, you know, after it tearing on time after time for me, that if you don't have that paper pleated filter there, even when you wrap those notches and stuff like that, the bags, when they get full, they tend to tear a little bit, and then you start sucking the dust. So even though this is going to be your filter when you have it, and it does an excellent job of catching all those fine particles, really having that paper pleated filter there as a backup, so in case the bag tears, is really recommended. And that's how the manufacturer wants you to use it as well. Okay, so how to install these is pretty easy. They generally just come folded up, kind of like that. You just gotta unfold them, and you got this cardboard, you know, plate right here. Now the reason that that big plate is there is because some of the older shop vacs, let me try to show you here. You got your little diverter spout right here on the intake. And some of the older ones, that actually was removed. It had two little guides on either side. Actually, it was U-shaped, and you would slide it all the way out and then toss it to the side if you were going to use the paper bags. And then this cardboard here would actually slide in those notches. So if you have an older style shop vac and your spout seems to be, you know, like it's going to come out, then get rid of it. Now some of them, they made it for a little while, which kind of looks like they should move out because it's a separate piece. It kind of wiggles a little bit, doesn't actually remove. Okay, so don't get confused on that, because I've had some people message me, but like, it doesn't seem like it pulls out. I don't want to break it. Well, yes, actually, some of them look, you know, they kind of wiggle like they're loose, but they don't come out. Okay, if it comes out really easy, slides right up, then it does. If it doesn't, then it's not made to come out. Okay, and then if you have any of the newer ones, they're just completely solid mounted. So to install it, you're just going to slide and then you just got the cardboard just pushed tight up front here is all. Okay, it's real simple. You stretch the bag out like this so that when you drop the shop vac back together, your pleated filter fits right in the middle of that bag. Now those bags are amazing. Now they do have a cheaper general purpose bag, which is just a single layer bag, which will just help to keep, you know, this filter from getting dirty if it doesn't, you know, if the bag doesn't rip, of course. That is the fine particle bag, which I really recommend getting if you're going to get them, because it's like triple layer and it really catches all that fine stuff and doesn't tear nearly as easy as the other ones. Okay, I'll have Amazon links in the description down below. So you can get some of these things, whether you need the whole shop vac setup or the paper pleated filters, the pickup bags, and then this last filter I'm about to show you. So there'll be links down there so you can get the same stuff we're working with, plus it helps support the channel and the website if you use those links. Now what about the wet pickup, right? This is a wet dry vac. So let's not forget the last type of filter, okay? And obviously paper filters are no good when it comes to water. And that's exactly it. They're not. So you gotta get rid of all these here. And then there's this little foam sleeve, okay? And what this does, this obviously keeps junk from getting into the motor. But it's foam so that the water doesn't damage it, and the paper will just dissolve. This one here, you gotta be careful because it will tear easily on these tabs. So you just gotta kind of work it from both sides and just have a little bit of patience. Okay. Work it down. Let's get her. We'll lift it around there up top. Okay, now we got the tabs open there. We got a good seal around the base, and we're gonna put our little lid back on. Get it all tucked in, screw it in snug, and there we go. Now all the area there is covered with the foam sleeve, and it's gonna keep junk out of the motor when you do your water pickup. So that's really bringing this video to a wrap. Okay, so those are the three main types of filters. Now there are special accessories you can buy for them, but for general use, three main types of filters, when you use them, how to use them, and how to install them. Okay, so I hope this video really helped you guys out. Please take the moment to share it on your social media so others like you can see all this stuff. Hopefully I can help them with their projects. If you wouldn't mind, if you didn't before, take a moment, subscribe to our channel, check out our website, and there's additional video for you to check out as well. You guys have a great one.